Yo, this is Drei Ros. Shout out to beatGrade.com. Keep an eye on it.
Ooh, you such a jazzy bitch. You such a jazzy bitch. Ooh, you such a jazzy bitch. You such a jazzy bitch. Play with my saxophone. You such a jazzy bitch. I like your saxophone. You such a jazzy bitch.
This is Drei Ros. I was born in Romania. I moved to the States when I was 16. I grew up with a big passion for hip-hop. You know, some of my favorite groups were like Run DMC growing up. Then I got into Biggie, you know, Pac, big DMX fan. So I just grew up around music my whole life. And I started writing when I was really young. Probably when I was like 9, I started writing poetry, and then I got into rapping and all that. And I grew up playing basketball. I played professional ball in Europe for a few years. And then in 2008, I had a back injury, so I just stopped playing and just started doing music full time, and that's when Drei Ros was born.
Yo, it's your boy Drei Ros. It's a 24/7, 365 grind up in this bitch. We out here every day, trying to get that money, trying to be successful. It's an everyday grind, baby. Every day, every day, every day, every day.
So what happened was, I always was very close to hip hop. I was writing, you know, I was rapping all the time, but I wasn't doing it professionally, as you can say. I was just doing it for fun. So once I stopped playing basketball, I just needed to find a new passion, you know, something that keeps me going, because basketball is such a competitive sport, and it had me going every day practicing, working on my game. So I was like, okay, let me just apply my ambition and my hard work to something new. So that's when I started doing music. I was in Seattle at the time, and I created a little group called Boss, building our success story. It was me, Bert Collins from Seattle, and Dice Dilly from Inglewood. So we just started, you know, recording songs, and next thing you know, we had a 12-track album. We put it out, and it had a pretty big impact in the Northwest. And then things didn't really work out with the group, so we all kind of went separate ways. Dice Dilly signed with the Dipset Records, and the other guy, he just started doing his solo thing, and I started doing my own thing too. And I recorded an album called Dolun One Life, which means 2 words, one life. It's an album that mixed Romanian and English. So I had a bunch of guest rappers and artists from Romania, and I was just doing my thing. And then I started doing more pop and dance records, because there's a bigger market, so I wanted to take my sound to the next level. So I started working with a lot of artists from Europe, writing a lot of songs for a bunch of people. I did a record with Junior Reid called Ringy Easy. It was a dubstep record that did really well. Then I just worked with a bunch of people, you know, from Germany, Spain, Romania, Russia. And 2 years ago I moved to LA, and about a year ago I finished recording my single Jazzy Bitch.
Right.
I just did a video for that. It's out now, you guys should check it out. There's also a bunch of great remixes. There's a remix by DJ Seraphine, a trap remix, and a couple of producers from Spain.
You such a jazzy bitch.
Middle finger to the girls that didn't come to party. Middle finger to the girls that didn't come to party. Middle finger, middle finger, middle finger, 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 finger to the girls that didn't come to party.
I'm the jazzy bitch.
Yeah, I want to get into that with the producers from Spain that you were talking about. So wait, you were out there for a little while doing music, and before you came here?
Yeah, I was in Europe for like a year and a half, just writing for a bunch of producers.
Okay.
And a bunch of artists from over there, and then
What made you come from, you know, go from there to here?
the problem over there is that the publishing and everything is not really in order. So I was just writing for a bunch of people. The songs would become big, and next thing you know, I was not getting my publishing and all kinds of situations. I was not getting paid. So I was like, man, start everything from scratch and just, you know, build my name here. So.
Right. So then you came to LA, and then how did the track Jazzy Bitch come about? How did this happen?
Jazzy Bitch, came about, I wrote it in 2012. And I was just sitting on the track because I couldn't find the right producer to finish it for me. So then I collaborated with a producer from Romania. His name is Trace. He also did a big record called Saxo Beat, if you remember. Alexandra Stani was a big record a couple years ago. So we worked together on the record, and the one you hear now is the final product. So once I finished it, I played it to a lot of people. You know, I showed it to John Moore, my marketing manager. He was like, "Yo, we should push this record." So here we are now. We're just trying to put the record on the radio and make it big.
It's like a 360 campaign. I mean, we're doing a lot, but it all starts in the clubs. Really getting that record broken into clubs. Starting in LA, it's our home market, so we got to make it work here first. So basically, we got Dre in different clubs 2-3 times a week. Got the record getting spun 2-3 times a week at various clubs, different formats. That kind of thing. The next step is going to be hitting the road with Dre. We're going to do a regional tour first, go from San Diego all the way up to Portland, stop at every city in between, Vegas, the Bay, and just make sure we're hitting those clubs, make sure that everyone in the clubs is just feeling that record, because it reacts great. Whenever that song comes on in the club, the dance floor goes nuts, so we just got to smash these clubs. And then, you know, while we're doing that, we're getting some little radio play here and there. But after about a good 6 months of breaking the clubs, then we'll take radio to another level. The video is already bubbling, YouTube's bubbling, social media, got all that stuff working. And once we get everything firing, we just take it to the next level, start booking tours and shows and getting Jazzy Bitch on the road.
I need the jazzy bitch, I need the classy bitch. High heels on, semi-nasty flicks. Small waist, pretty face with smiling grace. Come to my place, I'ma give you a taste. Sweet and sexy, so jazzy. Mommy can't keep her hands off me. Shake that ass to your favorite song. Gang, go ahead, play that saxophone.
This is where I write most of my records, you know, by the pool, or sometimes I stay by the fountain. Right now I'm working on my album, it's called Stay International. Hopefully it's coming out this year. So I write this record, Jazzy Bitch. In LA. You can do his dream in LA and make your dreams come true. You know.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of the dreams, you know, what do you have the advice for people out there that are trying to achieve, obviously, what you've achieved here?
It's all about positive energy, you know? Like just being positive and believing in yourself and in your vision. Sometimes you're tempted to lie about things or just come up with crazy excuses why you couldn't do certain things. So just be positive and just, you know, dream big. I think that's the secret. It works for me. So, you know, just be yourself all the time. Don't try to be something you're not.
Right.
Don't hurt the people around you, just do good things and don't steal, don't lie. And everything is gonna work out, because if your energy is good, then you're gonna attract people with good energy in your life. And once you have a good circle of people you can trust and you can work with, anything is possible. So that's what I think. So I moved to LA 2 years ago. I moved in to manage some producers here in LA. So I slept on their couch for like 6 months. And then I was like, man, this is not working out. So I just started making moves, you know. Start meeting the right people. Start working with a bunch of movie producers, you know, meeting in their world. Start making moves. It's all about your vision, you know. If you have your vision straight, you can do whatever you want. So yeah, that's the life.
So tell me right now, like, what's the vision for Drei Ros? Where you going after this?
It's just to do good music and let the whole world hear it. You know, that's been the challenging part, just marketing and putting the music out there. Doing the music, it's easy. Just having the world hearing, that's the hard part, you know, just getting the music to people's ears. Because there's so many artists out there right now, so everybody's trying to make music. Like, all you need is a laptop and a mic and you just do it in your house. So people are just overwhelmed by so much music. So, you know, I grew up in Europe and I moved here when I was young. So the way I look at music is I have the urban, I grew up with the hip hop and I understand that world, and I also have the dance pop sound that comes from Europe. So it's a combination of the two. So I think the result is unique because you don't really have other artists that just combine the urban with the European sound. So that's something that comes new to the market. And the secret is just listen to all your songs and ask your friends and pick up the best one. Do a nice visual and just push it as much as you can, and don't give up if the song doesn't blow up in a month. Sometimes it takes a year or 2 years until the record goes big. So just show consistency and just push that one record and believe in it. And by the time you release it, make sure it sounds good. Like production, everything is on point. The verses are tight. The hook is catchy. So just work on that formula. I think that's the secret. Most people just have the tendency to just put a bunch of music out and don't even promote it right. So just focus on one song or one EP and just push it. I think that's the secret.
And that's what you're doing with Jazzy Bitch,
That's
basically.
what I'm doing right now. Probably have another 20 songs that are ready, but I'm just trying to focus on one song and let the people know about this one record, Jazzy Bitch. And once that blows up, then the sky's the limit.